Good morning, viewers. This is Betty reporting for KJTV News. A major development has unfolded in Argentina, where former President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner has officially begun serving her 6-year corruption sentence under house arrest. The decision was made today by a federal court, which took into consideration her age, current political visibility, and the risk to her safety if placed in a general prison population. At 72 years old, the former leader will now be confined to her apartment in the Constitución neighborhood of Buenos Aires, where she lives with her daughter and granddaughter. The court emphasized that due to her past assassination attempt and ongoing public influence, her security could be compromised in a traditional prison environment. This kind of house arrest is not unusual for older individuals in Argentina. She'll be electronically monitored throughout her confinement and will only be allowed to receive approved visitors such as family members, doctors, lawyers, and staff. Any exception to her movement or visitor list will require court approval. Cristina will also have to avoid any activity that disrupts the peace of her residential neighborhood. The apartment, located in a modest but historic area of the city, contrasts with her former home in the upscale Recoleta district. A similar 4-bedroom unit in her current building has been listed for about $275,000, featuring high ceilings, a library, and an outdoor patio. This comes just days after Argentina's Supreme Court upheld her conviction, which also permanently bars her from holding public office. The original conviction in 2022 found her guilty of awarding inflated public works contracts to a close ally of her family, an act that prosecutors say led to significant financial loss for the state. Despite her conviction, Fernández de Kirchner remains a popular figure among many working-class Argentinians, admired for her focus on social programs and poverty reduction. However, her political future is now legally blocked, just as she was preparing for another bid in the legislative elections. Supporters have taken to the streets in Buenos Aires to protest what they see as political retribution. Her party, the Justicialist Party, remains the main opposition to current President Javier Milei, who assumed power in 2023. While Fernández can no longer run for office, she is expected to continue leading her party from home, drawing comparisons to the late Juan Domingo Perón, who once guided his movement from exile. Meanwhile, President Milei has been gaining ground, benefiting from recent economic improvements. Inflation and poverty rates have declined, currency controls have been lifted, and the economy is projected to grow by over 5% this year. With Fernández sidelined, Milei's path to solidifying power ahead of upcoming elections looks increasingly clear. This moment marks a significant turning point in Argentina's political landscape, as one of the most dominant figures of the past 2 decades transitions from the halls of power to life under strict confinement. Stay with us for more international coverage and don't forget to subscribe.